Have you ever wondered which directions happen most often in music? Because there is a subtle level of perception when you are hearing music or playing that belongs to the realms of geometry. A common pattern exists in all types of music that help us being closer to the way that music was thought and developed. Today we will be focusing on bebop scales over a blues form in order to get control of how directions will modify our way of improvising. After you watch this video and play these exercises, you will be able to create more fluid lines. You will be forced to stay on the form and think about it in a very different way. And the best part, your playground, your harmonic playground, will be much bigger than ever, which will allow you to play in a very different way, creating more abstract lines and getting rid of all the anxiety when it comes to start our solo and start our phrases. So stay with me and I will show you how thinking in directions will change the way you improvise forever. Let's go! First things first, let's start checking the progression. Time to check the scales. We just need 3 bebop scales in order to play over this G blues form. One for the tonic chord, one for the 4th subdominant chord, and one for the 5th, the dominant. Now let's check directions. For the first chord, we are going to play an ascending line, from root to root. Then, when we move to the subdominant chord, the 4th, we will be playing the same ascending line from root to root. Now we have 2 measures with the same chord, the tonic chord, followed by a 2-5 in order to prepare the arrival of the 4th degree. In these 2 measures, we are just going to play the scale up and down. After that, we arrive at the 4th, and here we will be playing the scale up and down during 2 measures. Going back to root again. And on this movement, 1 going to the 6th, we will be playing scale from the root, the tonic scale, up and down. Then on the last system, we have the traditional 2-5, going to the 1 for the turnaround. And for all these 4 measures, we are going to employ scale for the 5th, up and down, and a scale ascending from the 1st chord, and the 5th. So this is the deal. When you have 1 measure, you just go up with the scale. When you have 2 measures, you just go up and go down, forming this particular pyramid over the form of a G blues. Now let's do the same exercise, but instead of starting our phrases from the root, we will be starting from the 3rd. Doing this, we allow 1 chromatic note to happen. So you get this whole passage from the 6th to the actual root ascending, all filled with chromatic notes. As you can see, it's very easy to connect these lines, especially if you have the previous work of watching the fingerings and seeing how them relate to each other. So I strongly recommend that you use this grip from the third and memorize the whole passage in order to destroy it later. You can go past the root, go into the low register and end the phrase on the fifth or whatever. First grip from the third for the first chord. Second chord. First chord again. Yes, I know that these phrases won't fit on the measures, but just play them on the abstract with no time, with no measures, and after that try to fit them into the regular form. Now there's another interesting connection that you can do employing this system, but it requires inverting the directions. So we will start from the root, but instead of going up, we will be going down and inverting the rest of the form. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember, you got all the PDFs with the material available for free on my website, so check it out. See you in the next chapter.